The Orange Army has been after me lately. We're going to talk about why Orange Theory patrons have not been happy with me in this episode. We got some tea, some coffee, some tea. Grab it. Let's get into it.
Let's get into it. Get right into it.
My goodness.
Man, these folks are like a cult. I hate to say
It's mob mentality for sure. For sure.
Like I could care 2 cents if somebody says something about the gym we'll go to.
Yeah.
Or any gym that I've gone to. Okay, cool. That's your opinion. No problem. I'm going to keep going there. I'm not going to get angry and insult you and get all
Let's
crazy.
give a little bit of background. So we're going to get into this tea today.
Yes.
It's regarding Orange Theory and my thoughts on it. So in this episode, I want to talk about what issue I do take with those classes for midlife women, but I also want to talk about the post, the comments, the backlash, all of it. But before we get too far into it, if you are watching us here on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button. A lot of people watch without subscribing. And we're also on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, everywhere you get your podcast. Leave us a 5-star review over there. We'd really appreciate it. Now, let's get into it. So without further ado, I'll kick off with what started it. We were just having a leisure day at the coffee shop and waiting for my car to get fixed. And I happened to see there was an Orange Theory in the strip mall. And I thought, I should do like a quick video in front of Orange Theory, kind of poking fun about how I'm trying to get my ladies to break up with Orange Theory. That's all it was. Me posting about addressing my followers, my clients that, come to me doing a ton of Orange Theory classes and they're not happy with their bodies, and I try to get them to break up with Orange Theory. That's all it was, you guys. That's it. It was a very simple post. It was not bashing Orange Theory. It was not saying, I didn't say much about Orange Theory.
No, you didn't.
That post has gone on to have over 300,000 views. Tons of comments, hundreds of comments.
Hundreds.
And people are just so mad. I mean, name calling.
Yeah.
They're so mad.
Angry. As if you personally assaulted them or offended them in any way.
Shame on me. I'm an influencer hoping for clicks. I didn't think that post would get more than 1,000 views.
Who said I'm looking for clicks?
The last thing I thought was that post would do with 300,000. Like, no, actually not. It's me being tongue in cheek. That's it. And for very good reason. And I will get into that.
Yeah.
And it was funny because, listen, I'm not going to argue with people in my comments. I'm not trying to convince people that, number one, love their body, love their Orange Theory classes, love everything about it. By all means, great. Good for you. Keep doing what you're doing. I'm not in the business of trying to convince those people that they should come to me instead. I'm in the business of helping women who say, look, this is what I do for my workouts. This is what my body looks like, and this is what I don't like about it. Help.
That's it.
I'm like, okay. Then listen, as a coach, I go, okay, what is it that you're doing? Okay, these are the things we need to change to get the result that you want. And if someone comes to me and one of those things is Orange Theory, yes, that's one of those things that I get them to break up with Orange Theory because that's what's going to get them the body that they want. But I'm not trying to convince the people that are happy with their bodies to stop going to Orange Theory. No. It's so funny. It's over everyone's head. It's like men in there commenting, people who aren't midlife. Okay, fine. You're 25 years old. Do your Orange Theory. Who are you trying to convince?
Yeah.
Me or yourself?
Exactly.
The reason I think people have such a reaction is because deep down, it's making them question it.
I mean, you said it. You went to Orange Theory. You got your 500 classes.
Yeah,
your
I sure did.
Splat point. Yay. But you said none of the women in there inspired me to have the body that I wanted.
No.
And I've been there. I've seen it.
Yeah. So a couple episodes ago, you guys, we talked about my old lady legs. I was doing 5 to 7 classes of Orange Theory a week when I acquired the old lady legs. When I began Orange Theory, I was in besides now, I was in like the best shape I'd been in a long time. Alyssa was personal training me.
Yep.
And I was in really good shape. Then I started going to Orange Theory. because Alyssa got a job there. That's the only reason why I went. I went because she needed me as a demo for her demo class because she became a coach there. And so I went to the class, and I had never taken a fitness class before. Listen, that's what they're designed for. They're designed for entertainment, happy, upbeat, to give you endorphins, dopamine.
Yes.
They're not designed to sculpt your body
the
way you want it sculpted. But it's what I needed at the time. It was like a nice change for me. I'm like, wow, get out of the house, listen to good music, spend time with my daughter. I would purposely go to her classes. And that's how I got into it. And then my mom died 2 months after I started Orange Theory. So my brain just completely, I didn't even want to think about working out. But I felt good about my body at the time, so I didn't want to lose, I didn't want to fall off track. So I thought, this is perfect. I'll just go to Orange Theory and I won't have to think about it. I'll go there, and for an hour, I'll forget that my mom died. I'll forget that I'm taking care of my dad. I'll forget about all my problems, and I'll get a good work in, and I'll be in great shape. Fast forward to July, when I realized I was in menopause and discovered my old lady legs and all that. I had been purely, that was my Orange Theory body. That was my just entered menopause, Orange Theory 5 days a week body. And I started to kind of like look around. I didn't stop going at that time, not yet, but I started to kind of like look around after that, because then I'm like, okay, I need to start lifting weights. I need to lose weight, whatever. I started to look around and go, nobody has the body that I want here. Nobody.
No.
Not. And I see these women, and they're working their ass off. This is a hard workout. They're busting their ass, but they don't look any different.
Nope, they don't.
Nobody looks any different. And it's kind of like, that's just how I think about things. I think about things like, if I go to the tanning salon, I want the girl at the thing, pale, pasty, white skin. It's not going to make me want to go there. So I started to just kind of think about it different. But listen, Orange Theory has a great community. It holds you accountable. It's structured. Those are all the things that make for a good program, except for the actual bones of the workout.
Exactly.
They're not progressively overloading the muscle, which is what you need in order to build muscle. And you're pushing cortisol. When you're in midlife, you're already running at a higher cortisol baseline. So when you're doing workouts that are pushing it further, recovery is an issue, injuries are an issue, and you're not in an environment conducive to building muscle. That's why I want my ladies to break up.
Let me ask you something, because you said that you did some strength training classes with them. They have that. What were those like? Circuits. Okay,
Circuits.
so basically cardio. Basically cardio.
Yes.
Throwing some weights around.
More circuits, more random, not programmed for progressive overload. You could go in one day on the Tuesday Strength 50 class, and the next Tuesday Strength 50 class, completely different exercises.
What was the rest time like in between sets or
It's
exercises?
a 50-minute class, and you warm up for 4 minutes, you cool down for 4 minutes, maybe like a minute rest. And it wasn't even that. It was like it's not programmed for progressive overload. And then they've got a lot of like combo movements. Like, listen, a bicep curl to a shoulder press does you absolutely nothing. That's cardio with weights.
That's it.
It does nothing, because if you can do it with your bicep, then you should be putting that down and putting something heavier for your shoulder press.
Bingo.
So there was a lot of movements like that. A lot of people in the comments were arguing like, oh, I just stay in the green zone the whole time, and I walk on the treadmill. I'm like, then you're not doing the class. So you're spending all this money to try to jimmy rig it, basically.
Yeah.
To work for you. You're not making your case. The people who are like, oh, I just do green days. I did that. I tried to do that for a while because I knew, I'm like, okay, this is a problem. What ended up happening for me is I continued to do it. I was in a position where I was taking care of my dad. I went into I lost my menopause weight by going into a big calorie deficit and continued to do Orange Theory. That's why I just ended up skinny fat. And it wasn't for a while, but it was, someone who we know very well said, hey, you're still doing Orange Theory? And he's very, well known in the fitness space and
well known.
And he told me, like, that's not going to get you the body you want. Like, you're wasting your time.
He was right.
Gave me his opinion. I couldn't shake it after he told me that. And I'm like, God, I know. And I knew he was right. You know what I mean? So I feel like a lot of the people in the comments that are so kind of defensive, they know I'm right in some way, or they're thinking about it. Well, look, there was a lot of people that messaged that were like, hey, you know what? I've been struggling. This is why. But they're not going to go. They don't want to be attacked by the mob. So they sent private messages.
Yeah.
I also got about 1,000 or more followers from that post. It was so funny because some of the comments were like, you're probably going to lose all your followers with this post. And I'm like,
no, ma'am.
No, I'm not actually. I'm not going to lose anyone that matters.
Exactly.
It's everyone commenting is pushing this post out more so that the people that are struggling, the people that are like, hey, why did I lose weight in the first 2 months and then never again? Why is it that I did 2 classes the first 2 months, 2 classes a week, I lost weight, then like the second month, no results, so I added a 3rd class, and then I lost weight for a little bit, but then it stopped, so I added a 4th class. Why do you think these people end up with 5 classes? Do you think they start at 5 classes?
No. Hell no.
They end up at 5 classes a week because they keep adding more. It's the typical thing that midlife women do. Eat less, do more, right? That's what they try to do, and it's like a recipe for disaster for a woman over 40, a woman in menopause, a woman with a hormonal environment that's not conducive to that.
It's like women also, and don't do this, ladies, because we see this too much, is if you're 40 and up, stop trying to run your weight off. It's not working.
No, running
no. Is like the absolute worst way you could do to lose weight. You're breaking down precious muscle, and you're elevating your cortisol, like you said.
Right.
Forget about it. Throw that out the window. Don't run.
Listen, is there room in a program for you to incorporate something like Orange Theory? I would say, like, I wouldn't want my clients that I'm working with personally to do more than 2 ever. 2 classes
That's
a week.
max. Yeah.
Max, but mostly 1.
Yeah.
And then you got to ask yourself, then what's the point? You know what I mean? What's the point?
And then when people say, oh,
that's
but
a lot of money.
My cardio is more important than my physique or vanity, like, yeah, cardio is important. That's true.
I'm not saying to not incorporate that. For example, I had a bunch of people say, it's called science, VO2 max. I'm like, yeah, I know what VO2 max is, and Orange Theory isn't structured to
it's not
as a VO2 max workout. I have one of my clients she's like, listen, cardio is important to me because I want to improve my VO2 max. I said, perfect. 1 day a week. We're gonna do 4 strength training days a week. We're gonna do 2 recovery days, and we're going to do 1 VO2 max day.
That's it.
And that's what she's doing. She's loving it. She feels great. She hadn't incorporated 2 recovery days before. I was listening to her message before I came in here this morning, and she's like, I feel good. Like, I needed that.
People overdo it.
They overdo it. Overdo it. I would be more likely to recommend my clients incorporate Pilates, because Pilates is really good for mobility and core. It's going to and if you get a strong core, it's going to help you perform your strength training
100%
much better.
Yeah.
So I'd rather have my clients like, look, if you're going to pay for a class environment, I'd recommend like Pilates, because Pilates is going to build your core. It's going to build mobility, balance. But yeah, Orange Theory just wouldn't be. It's not it. It's not it for a midlife woman, and that's who they cater to. You know why? Because the midlife women, they like the pickleball, the bunko. They want the community. That's what they're addicted to.
Exactly.
It's the community. And I get it.
What happens when we get older? What happens when you and I grew up? What would older ladies like to do? There you go.
Yeah,
why? Community. They're amongst each other.
Yeah. So I get that.
You know?
I get that. And here, the people that are out there, and if you're watching this video right now and you're like, I love my Orange Theory and I look great. I feel great. I look great. I'm happy with my body. Then you're fine. Then you're good. Do what you're doing. I always tell people, if you're happy with the way you look and feel, keep doing what you're doing because it's working. But just don't lie to yourself. It does part of you go, I wonder why I can't get like that definition in my arms. Like, why can't I get my abs to show? Or, you know, why can't I get rid of the cellulite on my legs? Like, I'm busting my ass here.
Why are my knees still looking saggy?
Yeah.
Those saggy knees.
Why?
Old lady knees.
So
I'm just saying.
So if deep down, like, you're like, I like it, I'm happy, I'm in the best shape of my life.
Yeah.
But I'd like this, this, and this, then it's like, then you got to rethink what you're doing and adjust it. I'm not saying, look, I have a client that she came to me. Listen, I've got a lot of clients, by the way, that were 5-day-a-week or Orange Theories. I don't just say, look, you can never go to Orange Theory again. I don't say that. We scale it back, and eventually they quit. And they'll tell me, hey, I canceled my membership because they're seeing it. They're like, oh, yeah, I see it now. I get it. 2 months of strength training and I have more change in my body than I did a year at Orange Theory. I hear it all the time. I was talking one time to my sister's friend. She goes, oh, you do Orange Theory? She goes, yeah, I lost 15 pounds in the first 3 months and then I stalled and then my body looked worse than it ever did. And I remember her that kind of sticking with me. I'm like, oh, shit. But I was still going at the time. And I'm thinking, oh, shit. Now I'm thinking back going, yep, I get it. Because you went into menopause and it just wasn't a good environment for you. It works at first because it's a new stimulus. But guess what? Your body adapts to cardio.
She cooked her muscle right off.
Cooked it right off.
That's what people don't realize. It. And muscle is, I'm going to tell you, ladies, it's the most important organ in the body. It's an organ of longevity. You need it.
It's your metabolism.
Some guy just asked me that at the pool. He tried to test me. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
This older dude.
Yeah.
At the pool recently, by the hot tubs, by the cold plate, he asked me, what's the most important organ in the body? I said, muscle. He goes, you're smart. I go, I'm a coach. I know. Because I know how important muscle is. You need strong bones. I need to be able to walk upright. I need to be able to pick things up. I live in a townhouse, 3 stories. I need strength. I need strong metabolism. That's
why. You see, because what happens when people first start going to Orange Theory is they're burning more calories than they ever have, right?
Of course.
So at first,
your metabolism's revved up a little bit.
So at first, they're creating a deficit, so they're responding. What happens is your body will adapt to this new stimulus. And so the only way to get more progress is to add more stimulus. That's a recipe for disaster. You will run yourself to the ground. The better way to do it is create a more metabolic capacity by building muscle, not chasing calorie burn. Chasing calorie burn, you'll burn yourself out every time because your body will continue to adapt. And then now it's your baseline. So guess what happened to me? Why did I suddenly I got up to 7 classes. I did 5 regular classes and 2 strength training classes a week at Orange Theory. I ran out of classes I could take, right?
Yeah.
So if I start doing less classes, I created 5 classes as a baseline because now my body adapted to that much calorie burn. So the minute I take less classes, I gain weight because you created that baseline for yourself. Yeah. I even make my clients move their steps around. I'm like, look, if you want to be in maintenance and you have some crazy step goal, don't do that, a goal that you can't sustain, because it will become your baseline. Meaning, in order to maintain your current weight, you will have to stay at that step goal. Because if you suddenly drop it, even if you don't mess with your calories, your metabolism adapted to that much stimulus. That's why I like to kind of like move it around, fluctuate it around. If I have a client in a build, we drop the steps. If I have a client that way, when we go into the cut, say they were in a build at 6,000 steps, when they go into the cut, now I have room. Okay, instead of cutting your calories this week, let's add 1,000 steps. Let's add another 1,000 steps. Now we'll cut calories this week. Yeah. Oh, because I have this stimulus, right? But then you have to titrate it back down. You have to titrate it up and down. That's why the elite phases that we do in our program is so good, because things are always switching around.
Levers.
Because the body adapts.
It does.
The body adapts. And so you don't want to put yourself in a predicament where you have create these baselines for yourself that you can't sustain. Calories wise, workout wise, steps wise.
And how many messages you get from women who take the semaglutide and they're like, oh my God, I lost X amount of weight, but I stalled and I have 40 more to go.
Oh, I know.
Because you stalled your metabolism.
No, I get that all the time.
Yeah,
we're definitely going to get into it. I have another episode where we're going to talk about that.
Yeah.
But if you're interested in seeing how my elite phases system might work for you, you guys, I move people in and out of phases in order to keep their body responding, in order to keep their metabolism responding, to finally reach your goals, not on the scale, but what you look and feel like, which is the most important thing, how you feel like in clothes, all of that. If you're interested in seeing how my program might work for you, scan the QR code up on the screen. You'll schedule into a free consultation, submit an application, and we'll see how my program can work for you. I would love to see you in our program because it's amazing what we're doing in there.
Go after your dream body.
Yeah.
She's there waiting for you.
Dream body and nothing less.
That's it.
All right, you
Set your
guys.
standard high.
We'll see you on the next one.
See ya.